Hey everyone, I have a video for you. I am doing an unboxing, quote unquote, of my NLT Reflections Bible. It's my brand new Bible journal, and I've never had one of these before. Previously, I used my scripture journal. This is a mixed media book from Strathbane, that's the brand, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it's been really great. I did a flip through of this last weekend, and a lot of you seem to enjoy it. Some of you, and I completely understand why, said it was a little too fast paced for you to really absorb everything, and you asked if I could maybe refilm going a little bit slower, and I'm not gonna refilm that video, but I definitely took your opinions and requests into consideration for the next time I do a flip through, and I'll probably try to do them a little bit more frequently with my new Bible journal. But I'm sorry if it was kind of like choppy for you to watch. I wanted to do it kind of like a stop motion film, and anyway, I think I misjudged, but it was just meant to give you a taste of what was in my scripture journal, and that way you could go back and watch the full entries if you saw one that you really liked. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. I've got my chamomile tea here, it's really delicious. But anyway, I'm gonna focus you in on the cover. I bought this at Barnes & Noble, but I'm gonna try to link one below from Amazon in case any of you all are interested. I had been looking for a Bible journal probably on and off for about a year, and I've been interested in it. I've never done anything in a margin that's not like a full page, and so anyway, I had been looking, but everything was kind of dark, like beiges, more like how, if you see this fabric right here, it was more muted. Like, see how this isn't bright white? Obviously, I have a thing for bright color. This is like my desk right here, bright color. And this Bible is a beautiful turquoise, so I was immediately drawn to that. But anyway, so this is a single column, get it focused, wide margin, lay flat binding, which is really important, NLT, which is my favorite version of the Bible to read out of. This is my previous Bible, and it's just covered in fabric. It was starting to look a little a little ragged. So NLT Bible. And let's see, I'll show you the bottom. Ocean blue is the color. It's a cloth cover, and I'll show you the back. These mostly came, there was about 4 of them at my Barnes & Noble in the Nashville area, and they were all wrapped in a cling wrap except for this one, and I really wanted to look inside because even though right here on the back packaging it shows you an actual size, I just kind of wanted to see everything for myself before I decided. So anyway, this was $39, let me get it to focus, $39.99 at Barnes & Noble, like I said. It's published by Tyndale House Publishers, and yeah, let's take off this little cover. Oh, it's hard to do with one hand when you've just got your... I don't have a vlog camera yet. Someday I'm going to get one, but I don't want to buy a cheap one that's not going to last for long. I want to buy a really nice one, so I've been kind of holding off on picking one up. So, really simple cloth cover like they said, which I really like the texture. Try to get you a better angle on that. It's like a kind of a canvasy linen-y texture. And let me give you a size reference. So, this Bible is about 9 inches long, tall, or whatever, by, looks like 6.5 inches wide, and then I'll show you the width here. I also like how the print on the cover, on the spine, it's embossed and it's silver, and I really like silver. I prefer silver to gold. And it is... I just dumped tea all over my Bible! That was so sad. Are you seeing this? I just dumped tea all over my brand new Bible, and I'm pretty sad about it. Okay, it'll be alright. It's hopefully gonna dry. It's cloth. It wasn't paper. That's a relief. And it didn't seem to damage like the interior pages. Thank goodness for that. Though they don't seem like bubbled or like they got wet, just the cover on the front. You can kind of see the spine got a little bit of... I hope that doesn't permanently stain that. Anyway, so... no more tea while I'm doing Bible journal unboxings. Yeah, this is my, okay, so let me just continue. So it is about 2 inches wide. So let me show you inside this Bible. All right, so I haven't filled anything out yet. It's just a presented to page. I bought this with my birthday money, so I'll probably fill that in as a birthday present. And then inside front cover. I like how this is a nice thick white inside cover. I kind of was playing around with the idea. I cut this out. I think I'm gonna Mod Podge some of this wrapping paper that my birthday presents came in from my sister and do like an inside cover, but this has been sitting on my desk. I think I'm going to write in some of my favorite scriptures in the negative space in between the floral pattern, and I think I'm going to do that on the inside cover and outside cover. If I end up doing that, I will make a video so you guys can kind of see what I end up doing with that. So here we go. Also, I wanted to shout out Pam because she's the one who requested that I do this video. So Pam in the city, this is for you, girl. Reflections Bible. I love having these thick white pieces of paper in the front where I can kind of write favorite scriptures, like I said. Index, the copyright information. Index / table of contents, I guess. Note to the readers from the publishers. This is just kind of some background information on this particular translation, which is one of my favorites, like I said. There's several pages of that. You can kind of see there are faint little lines, like guidelines, for if you want to actually write like a journal entry. Like if I do that a lot in my old Bible, I'll write down my thoughts as I'm meditating on a certain passage of scripture, but I didn't like the lines in most journaling Bibles, but these are so faint. My camera's even having a hard time kind of really picking them up, but they're so faint that I don't feel like they're gonna like stand out if I do a pretty colorful thing over here. So that was a nice feature in my opinion, and they say the margins are 2.5 inches, and they definitely are almost, well, no, actually, they're a little shy in my opinion of 2.5 inches, but in Psalms they are for sure. They're like, let me turn to Psalms actually. In the more narrative books of the Old Testament, narrative meaning like, you know, it's telling the history, the margins are tighter. But once you get into the poetry books, let's see, Job, Psalms, look, you have so much, and Psalms is my favorite book of the Bible. You have a lot of little area where you can write what God's speaking to you about, you know, Psalm 25, for example, and maybe even I've been doing this thing where I've been just experimenting, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I've been taking tracing paper, I'll show you all, and using acrylic paints and letting it dry. And then I've been cutting out shapes because I don't want it to bleed through. So like this is gonna be a sunshine right here. This is gonna be a sunshine one. You can kind of see the beginnings of, and I just cut out from that dried acrylic paint on tracing paper. I just cut out a nice little beginning of a sunshine. So, and then I can write words underneath and stuff. So I'm excited to do that. Psalms is pretty broad. Proverbs has tons of room. Proverbs is another one of my favorite books in the Bible, so I'm excited to do some entries in Proverbs. Isaiah has a lot of room, and then we get into again the Gospels, which are more narrative. There's a little less room, but even right here, you know, this is Luke chapter 3, and this is a genealogy, so there's a good amount of room right there. And this is going to be, I think, my primary Bible. I am planning on using this at church, and I don't want to go overboard so that when I take it to church, people are like looking over my shoulder like, why did she bring her scrapbook to church? I don't want to go overboard, but, and that's not really my style anyway. Even if you look inside my scripture journal, I rewrite a lot of scripture. So I think there's going to be a good amount of handwritten, actual journaling with, you know, I'm not sure if my pens are going to work anymore. I might have to change pen brands if they bleed through too much. But I really like this particular brand of pen by Pilot, and it's the Precise V5 extra fine point pen, but it bleeds through a little bit. So I'm going to be experimenting with some new pen types, and I'm excited about that. Let me show you, for example, the beginning of a new book. So let's look at the beginning of 1 John. So it's pretty simple. It's not like a study Bible. There's not like a lot of background information. It's just the words of Scripture, and I like that. And then the very end of the Bible. So Revelation 22, very end of the Bible, there is a Bible reading plan, the 1-year Bible reading plan. And then after that, there are some blank pages, which I like. There's a lot of blank pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, one extra thick one is the 5th, and then this back cover. And like I said, I'm going to be doing probably an insert right there of that wrapping paper just to add some more pretty color. So I'm excited. This is my journaling Bible, guys. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'm really hoping this is going to dry well so that it doesn't look darker. And oh look, you can see there's a little bit of water damage on that inside first page, but it doesn't look like it's gone into anywhere past, like, let's see where the water damage ends. Yeah, by Genesis 6 there's no more damage, but hopefully it's going to dry out really well. I'm going to put a fan on it or something. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, like I said, and I will see you on next week with a Devo video. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.